I want to take a moment and just show you something real quick here. You may recall from an exercise or two ago, I pointed out when you're looking at your themes screen, so in other words, underneath appearance and then themes, that they tell us exactly where the theme files are located. So for example, for the WordPress Classic 1.5, the files are located inside your blog directory, wherever you installed WordPress, inside a themes directory, and then inside the classic directory. And what's really cool to note here is just a moment ago, you and I went and installed a new theme and we activated it and we got it rocking here for ourselves on our blog. And I used this black letterhead, maybe you used a different one. But the idea is exactly the same. All of the themes files are located in, and then once again, wherever you installed WordPress, inside themes, inside a subdirectory called black-letterhead, in my case here anyway. So let's take a moment and go and view these files. So I'm just going to go and hide Firefox here. You can minimize Firefox or just hide them here on the Mac. Here I still have MAMP running in the background here. But what I've done is I opened up the directory where I installed WordPress on my Mac here. Now, if you're running this on a live blog, you'll have to possibly use an FTP program, or you can use your hosting account's file manager to go and look at your files. So this is what I have here. This is the directory that I have installed WordPress into. It's just a directory that I named site here at the top, you can see. And here's what I want to show you. Look for a folder called WP-content. Open that guy up. And then inside that folder, you'll find a folder called themes. And then inside that folder, you'll find default, classic, and there's the black letterhead. So what happens when we go and install another theme that we've found is WordPress goes out, grabs all the files, downloads it all into the themes directory here, and then we have the option of going ahead and actually activating that theme. So inside your themes directory, you can have as many themes as you want. Maybe you want to change up the look and feel of your blog on a regular basis. I have no idea, right? But in any regard, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop open this black letterhead directory, and there's all of the PHP files that are associated with this theme. So for example, there's one called comments.php, header.php, index.php, and so on. And then finally, there's a file here called style.css. Now, if you want, you can take any of these files, you can open them up, for example, in Dreamweaver if you want, or in Coda, or in TextEdit if you wish, and you can go and edit those files if you like. For example, maybe what I'll do is I'll take style.css, right-click on this guy, open with, and then I want to use TextEdit. So I'm going to go and grab TextEdit here. On the Windows side, you might want to use Notepad. Let me just get rid of that. Okay. So there's the external style sheet now opened up inside TextEdit or Notepad on the Windows side, right? And there's all of the CSS rules that are controlling the look and feel of this particular theme. And as you can see, there are tons and tons of styles, tons and tons of rules. Now, if you know CSS, this is extremely cool because you can come in here and start messing around with your properties, with your values. You can add on additional properties. You can even create new rules and all the rest of it, right? But if you don't know CSS or if you're not that comfortable with CSS, no worries. I'm just kind of showing you some cool stuff here. Now, there's something that I want to mention here that I hope really kind of hits home for you. What I'm going to do is, give me a moment here, I'm just going to flip back to Firefox, back into the admin area of our blog, and what I'm going to do here is, underneath Appearance, I'm going to go and click on Editor. Do you remember our built-in editor here? Well, here's the cool thing, is now that I have this new black letterhead theme applied to my blog, what happens is all of the files that are associated with that theme now get loaded into the editor. So for example, over on the right-hand side, I see 404.php, comments.php, header.php, index, and so on and so on. All of these files are the same as all of these files here back in our directory, right? So I can edit all of these files either via Dreamweaver or Coda or Notepad or whatever I want, or I can edit them here inside the WordPress admin interface, inside the built-in editor, whatever you want. So, for example, down at the bottom, go ahead and click on Style Sheet. That'll open up style.css, and I can tell that it already opened up my style.css file for me here. So this is the file that you and I were just looking at inside TextEdit or inside Notepad on the Windows side, this file right here. So again, I can edit it here if I want, or I can edit it here. If I edit it inside the WordPress admin, I have to remember to click on Update File. If I edit the file inside TextEdit, Notepad, Dreamweaver, wherever, I have to make sure to simply save the file, right? So I hope all of this makes sense. I hope I'm not, dumping too much on you here. And again, if you don't know CSS, if you don't know HTML, if you're not that comfortable with PHP, no worries, because again, there's this massive community online that is building and promoting free templates for WordPress that you can install and run on your own.